If you've ever paid for a stock screener only to end up chasing noise instead of profits, I get it, I've been there too. Trade Ideas and TrendSpider both promise to cut through the clutter using AI, but do they actually give you an edge, or are they just another distraction in disguise? Well, I tested both for months, and by the end of this video, I'll show you what I discovered. But before I put down any of my own money into either Trade Ideas or TrendSpider, I did what any skeptical trader would do. I dove into the reviews. Now, when I research digital tools, I always start with the negative reviews. Why? Well, because that's usually where the truth hides. I wanted to see some of the red flags up front. And with Trade Ideas, one trader mentioned that he reached out to Trade Ideas with questions and got some pretty vague answers. Then he was offered a 15% discount, only to see a 25% discount on the site days later. He said it felt a little bit desperate and raised some red flags there. So yeah, for this I paused to look at it for a second or two, but that's not what you want to see when you're about to drop cash on an AI stock scanner. But actually, here's what I noticed. This sounds more like a sales communication misstep than necessarily a product failure, and I actually couldn't find any other users echoing the same frustration. But on the flip side, one trader said that getting Trade Ideas was the biggest breakthrough in his trading. He said that it basically helped filter out setups that didn't match their strategy and reduced FOMO massively. Another reviewer said that he'd used this stock screener AI scanner daily for 3 years with virtually no issues, especially loving the ability to scan for high volume gaps. It's rated 4.7 out of 5, and based on my own experience so far, that rating actually feels fairly deserved. And when I scanned through TrendSpider users' feedback, I came across this user who left a concerning review. He highlighted that the platform only supports intraday charts and that it's tough to get started without some extra help. He mentioned needing a full month just to get familiar with how to build a scanner. That honestly didn't surprise me. TrendSpider does have a learning curve, especially if you're used to more basic tools. But to be fair, this isn't just a toy. This more powerful a platform is, the more it takes to, master using it. One user raved about the chart visuals and flexibility in marking up graphs. He also highlighted how the community shares custom screeners, which really speeds up the learning process. Another trader praised the constant updates, especially with the AI pattern recognition. And with a 4.5-star average and a ton of active users on their YouTube and support forums, it's clearly doing something right. But okay, other traders' reviews and experiences gave me a mixture of feelings about these AI stock screeners, but I wanted to try them firsthand. And with what I've experienced so far, I have to tell you this up front. Trade Ideas isn't just another screener. It's a full-blown trading co-pilot. One of the most eye-catching tools they offer is the real-time stock race. If you haven't seen it before, imagine stocks like racing across your screen based on whatever metric you choose. Volume, momentum, price action, whatever. It turns data into something visual and intuitive, and that matters more than you think. The market throws a lot at you in seconds, and having something that lets you spot breakouts visually, that's an edge most tools just don't give you. Then there's Holly, their AI trader. And listen, I was skeptical, especially about the AI bot aspect of it, but this thing is wild. Holly runs basically dozens of strategies overnight, backtests them, and shows you the best trades for the day, complete with entry points, stops, and targets. And here's the kicker. You can see how she's performing in real time. I've actually tracked Holly's alerts across multiple days, and while, it's not perfect, she's way more consistent than any alert system I've built on my own. The compare count window is another gem. It lets you visualize the battle between bullish and bearish signals. I use it to gauge market sentiment at a glance. It's fast, simple, and honestly gives me more insight than scanning Twitter for trader sentiment ever could, right? And don't sleep on the market dashboards either. If you're someone who trades from multiple locations, or maybe you just don't want to be glued to a heavy desktop app, you can basically launch Trade Ideas in a browser. It's stripped down there, but it's also still powerful. It's great for keeping an eye on setups while I'm on the go. Okay, now onto TrendSpider. The first thing I noticed about this AI-based stock screener is I think just how slick the charting system is. This isn't just some dated interface. It actually feels modern, fast, and built for precision. Their market scanner is the heart of it all. You can build insanely detailed scans across multiple time frames using your own logic, or you could actually grab one of the 70 plus built-in scans to get started. I personally used a double top breakdown scan and instantly found charts that I would have missed scrolling manually. Then there are the smart watch lists. This one actually blew me away. So it updates your watch lists in real time based on scan criteria. You don't need to babysit your screen. If a stock enters your setup parameters, it pops into the list. It's like having a virtual analyst working on your search in the background. It's basically a pretty good help. And stock market apps are another powerful tool. So if you ever wanted a macro view of what's hot and what's not, these maps show you a heat map style visual showing strength or weakness in different sectors, industries, or in your own custom lists. I've used bubble maps to identify stocks that are flying under the radar but have rising volume and momentum. And yeah, they have AI too. TrendSpider lets you build AI-based strategies that actually send predictive signals. You set the risk and reward, and the system monitors price action across a set number of candles to find setups that are likely to hit your target before your stop. I haven't seen many platforms offer this kind of logic-driven AI, and all of this is stacked into one interface designed for traders who care about precision and accuracy. But all right, let's be real here. No platform is perfect, and despite each of these platforms being the best AI stock screeners, they're not exceptions. With trade ideas, the sheer number of features can just feel like a lot when you're starting. It's definitely not plug and play. You need to spend time tweaking your filters and learning how each window works. But honestly, if you're serious about trading, that level of depth is kind of the point. And once you get it dialed in, it's smooth sailing from there. In TrendSpider, on the other hand, feels pretty clean and powerful, but it does take some time to learn its unique tools as well. I had to watch quite a few tutorials and mess around with templates before I felt confident in using it, but if you put in that initial effort, it pays off. The support team and community content make the ramp-up process way less painful. And okay, when it comes to pricing, neither of these AI stock picking platforms is what I'd call cheap, but they're not overpriced either, especially if you're trading with real capital. And the best part is that they both offer promos from time to time, so you can get it discounted. And if you're looking for the best AI stock screener and want to make sure you're not overpaying, you can definitely check the description down below before you sign up. So if you're thinking about signing up, check the link in the description. We keep it updated with the best discounts that we can find. So here's the bottom line. Both Trade Ideas and TrendSpider deliver where it counts. But depending on what you need, raw scanner power or maybe more refined charting, you'll lean one way or the other. Personally, I'd go with Trade Ideas for sheer firepower, but TrendSpider holds its own. If one of these sounds like the right fit for you, check the link in the description to get started with our exclusive discount and coupon.